Hi, my name is Justin, aka Ghost Reader, and today I'm going to be doing my TBR for February. First of all, happy Black History Month. Last year, I believe I did a series called Topics in Black History, where I think I did like maybe like 26 or 24 videos going over topics in Black History. I'll put like a link or something here in this video to link to that if you want to see like that series. I thought it was really um, I had some fun, a lot of fun making it. A lot of hard work, but I had a lot of fun making it. Learned a lot myself. So if you want to learn about more about Black history, I will link to it here somewhere in the video, and also I'll link to it at the very end of the video as well. But this month I'm going to be reading a lot of variety of books, mainly because I have some videos that I need to review. Sorry, that's background noise here. Some kids screaming. But yeah, I have three books that I'm going to review. Some books I'm going to read for pleasure, and also I'm going to be doing something that I used to do back when I started my channel, but got away from. Is I'm going to be doing a read for the quarter and also a read for the year. So those will come towards the end of this video. But yeah, so the first three books I'm going to be doing a review on, and the first book, again, it's Black History Month, so I have to at least do at least one book that is written by a black author. In this case, I think it's about 24 works written by 26, I believe, African authors, and that is this year's Best African Speculative Fiction of 2021, which is edited by Donald Pecky. Now, this book basically has some really great stories in it. I've already started reading it. This one was one I meant to review last year, but like I said, I was trying to come back, but didn't really fully get back into booktube. But I thought this would be the perfect month to finish it, put out a review for it. And some of the stories in this book have been absolutely amazing. So I look forward to finishing it and giving you guys a review of it, because I think that the way some of these writers include their culture and the things that they're writing about, um, not necessarily deep, like deep topics and things like that, but the worlds that they build in terms of a story in such a short amount of space. I think they did a really good job. And then the second book I'm going to be reading is another. Well, this is actually a collection of essays, and that's a New Deal for Cancer by Lessons from a 50-Year War by Abbé R. Well, it was edited by Abbé R. Gulch and or Gluck, I believe, and Charles H. Folks. Couldn't understand my own handwriting. But this book basically covers the last 50 years of since Nixon declared a war on cancer, where we are and where we can go, and where we are in the present in terms of funding, research. What are the implications for patients, and what are the implications for healthcare providers as we begin to research new things, find new treatments? How do we get prevention? How do we do it better? How do we fund better? How do we make sure that we make that accessible, the advances in cancer care, make that accessible to a wider number of patients. So I think that this is a really good book looking at where we are with cancer treatments, how far we've come, and also where yet we have to go. And then next, I'm going to be reading. This is a book I talked about in my life update video, the Cryptopians, Idealism, Greed, Lies, in the Making of the First Big Cryptocurrency by Cryptocurrency Craze by Laura Shin. And this book is basically talking about the start of Bitcoin and Ethereum, and the personalities behind it, and like give a little background to everything that was going on behind the scenes. So I thought that this one would be really good, especially since I myself have a little invested in crypto myself. So it was really, I thought it'd be really interesting to learn some of the history um, and like how like it became what it is, or at least started to become what it is today through this book. So now that I got through the books that I'm reading for review, and hopefully we'll be able to get those out over February, the books that I'm kind of going to be reading for leisure. I'm still continuing my Horse Heresy series. I'm now 2 years in, basically starting year 3 on this, and I'm 2 books behind schedule. So I'm going to be reading Vulkan Lives Unto the Anvil, and that's by Nick Kine. And if I can finish that one, I'm going to be reading Unremembered Empire by Dan Abnett. I believe that's the title, but it'll be here so you guys can see. So basically, the first book deals with one of the Emperor's sons. He's been captured. Everyone thinks he's dead, but He's trying to fight for his life and escape. And then some of his soldiers actually um, are actually may be able to somehow help him in escaping, or at least living a bit longer. So that's what that book's about. And the second one is about another Primarch Emperor's son that's gathering together the remnants of the Emperor's forces to try to fight back against the traitors to the Emperor. So those will be my two sci-fi reads. And then another book that I'm going to get into is a book that interests me because I was kind of part of it, and that is The Revolution That Wasn't: GameStop, Reddit, and the Fleecing of Small Investors by Spencer Jakob. And this book is written by a person who writes for the Wall Street Journal. He basically goes into he explains why small investors got fleeced in the whole GameStop thing, and it wasn't the revolution that Reddit purported it was going to be. Which is I found this to be a really interesting read for me, because I was kind of like wrapped up in the whole like Reddit Wall Street bets thing, checking GameStop, seeing the buy button wasn't there anymore. So this would be very interesting to see. And actually, I'm going to go back to see if I came out ahead or did I lose money on GameStop, AMC. Those were the ones that I was kind of dabbling in. But I may make a video about it because, I mean, why not? I think that'd be a good book. I'm not reviewing it, but maybe I'll go ahead and do a review, simply because I think it'd be interesting to even talk about that particular piece of history, especially with everything that's gone on through the pandemic. And then for my other reads, actually, I need to actually grab those books. Okay, so my read for the quarter. Well, technically we're kind of like already a month into the quarter for this year. So for the next 2 months, I'll be reading Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. Two of my friends have read this. I think it was good because I started reading it but never finished. So I started the Barnes & Noble's copy, which is great because my other copy was just the audiobook. This one actually provides commentary, so it'd be good to kind of get some insight into some things that I wouldn't necessarily pick up on, not being part of Russian culture and also being over 100 years removed from as it was written. And last but not least, my read for the year is going to be Brandon Sanderson's Way of Kings. Yes, Daniel, I'm going to be reading this book. One of my friends has been urging me to read I think, what's this series called? Stormlight Archive, the Stormlight Archive series. So I'm going to take the year to read through this book. I'm probably, maybe, who knows, will read this whole book over the course of the year. It is a big one. It is a mass paperback copy, so it looks probably a little bigger than what it is. I mean, but even the actual book is big. But this is book 1 of the Stormlight Archive. I started reading it. I thought the world building in it is great. My friend thinks the world building is great, and that's why he wants me to read it so we can talk about it. And so I'll be tackling this, I guess, series as well. I think there are 4 books out now, so I got like a lot of reading to do if I want to read the whole series. But this is one I'm just going to take my time, and over the course of the year, slowly digest it. And I could finish it before the end of the year. I have the audiobook as well. I was finding that I was like kind of not able to really pay attention with the audiobook. Not that it's like the narrators or anything were wrong. I thought the narrators were great actually, or something was wrong. It's just that for whatever reason I find it easier to read it than to listen to it. So, and which is good too to read it, because now, well, both I think was great, because now I know what the certain things are, how they're actually supposed to be pronounced, and how some things are spelled and things like that. So that's really good. So that is my TBR for the month of February. I hope you all have a good February as well. Let me know down in the comment section below what you plan on reading in February. And if you read any of the books on my TBR, let me know what you think about them. I know someone out there has had to read Way of Kings at some point, or Crime or Punishment. So let me know what your thoughts about those down in the comment section below. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at GhostReads28, on Instagram at JustinGhostReader, and on Goodreads. The link to that's down in the description box below. So as always, keep reading, and Black Lives Matter.